Welcome back everyone. In this video we are going to see about communicating using email, means how we can communicate via emails. As we learned in previous video, email stand for electronic mail. E stand for electronic. So it is a service provided by internet which allows us to send and receive messages via internet or using internet. It is a fast medium to communicate, and as we seen in the previous video, what we can share audio, video, images, text, link and different types of files, correct? So to communicate via this email, there are few email providers, correct? Means basically we need to create a account for that particular purpose, and there are few companies which provide this. Which are those? In previous video we saw like that, which are Gmail, Yahoo Mail and Hotmail, correct? There are multiple, Reddit and etc. But basically 90% people use Gmail, okay? So these are the popular email services, as well as these are free. So to create an account, what we require, we need to give them few particular information about us. For example, your full name, date of birth and mobile number, few things, okay, for verification purposes. Why that, we'll further on say that, okay? So then when we create a email account, okay, it provides us a password and a username. That username is called as email address, okay? As all people having addresses of their own. For example, if I want to buy online anything, okay, on Amazon, so if I want to order anything, I need to give them my address, correct? So it will deliver that particular thing on my particular address. Same like that, if you want to receive a mail on WhatsApp, what we share our mobile number, then only we can receive our messages, correct? Send and receive message. Same like that, on email services you need to provide your email address, so it is called as email address. If you provide email address, then that particular message will be received on your particular mail via address. It is a logical thing like that. So what is the email address? Here you can see, okay, this whole thing is called as email address. Shavya@gmail.com. whole thing is called as email address, okay? Email address, this whole thing is called as email address. Now in this there are two different things, okay? Here you can see Shavya, this is a name, this is called as username, means name of the particular user. Then here you can see the @ symbol, it is called as @, okay, at Shavya@gmail.com. and what is gmail.com? As we had seen, Gmail is a provider which provide email, so it is called as domain name, okay? Now in simple languages, wait a second, in simple languages, username. Now what is username? Username can be anything, but it is a mandatory thing that it should be meaningful name, okay? So for example, if anyone don't know about myself, but they only particular know my name, not my address, still okay, they will simply write Rohit.umre and further on, correct? Same like that, for that particular thing, username should be meaningful. One more point, there are few points. Username should be always unique. First point is it should be unique. Only one person can have that same username, another person can't repeat the username. Unique means only one thing. Best example, your Aadhaar number, okay? One second, just let me write unique. Then it should be unique. Unique means it should be only one in the whole world. For example, your Aadhaar number. Your Aadhaar number cannot be replica, or it cannot be given to another person also. Second thing, your bank account number. Okay, it is always unique. For example, your roll number also. For example, you are in now basically you are in 5th standard division, we will say B division. Okay, so we will say 5th B. Okay, and your particular roll number is 21. So there will be not any another student who is in 5th standard B division and with roll number 21. You are the only one guy who is having roll number 21, correct? So unique means it should be only one in the world. So now while providing the email ID, okay, everything should be in small letter. Here yes is capital, but basically it is not. Okay, everything should be in small letter. Whole name, okay, or we can say whole email ID. It should not be in capital case. Okay, it should be in small case. Second thing, then can we use numbers in email ID? Yes, you can. For example, I want to use Shavya123 at gmail.com. It is possible. Can I give in middle after R also 123? Yes, I can. But I cannot write 123 at starting. Okay, you can use n numbers, means multiple numbers. It is not 123 only. You can use any. For example, 476 or your special lucky number, whatever your lucky number you can use, but where not only at the starting should be a alphabet. After that you can use number anywhere. Okay, and multiple time also. Then numbers done. Now there will be a question, can we use symbols in email ID? No, you cannot use symbols. Okay, you can only use only one symbol, and which is dot. It is called as periods. Okay, it is in difficult word, but you can simply say dot. We can use only dot. Can we use comma? No, we cannot use comma. Greater than, smaller than, hash, like this symbol can we use? No, we can only use dot symbol. Okay, we can only use dot symbol. Understood? And what is the use of at? At is used to separate username and domain name. For example, it like act as a barrier between username and domain name. It separates both. And domain name, is there only Gmail domain name? No. Why it is Gmail? Because we are using service provided by Gmail. So it is, if I am using Yahoo, then it will be Shravya@yahoo.com. Okay, if I am using Reddit mail, so it will be Shreya@reddit.com. Okay, like this, whichever domain name means whichever company's email ID you are using, that company's name will be appear here. Okay, so understood? This whole thing is called as email. This thing is called as username. It should be unique. It does not contain capital letters, means capital alphabets. It can contain multiple numbers, but not at the start. After start, anywhere and multiple times. We cannot use symbol. We can use only dot, not any another symbol. This is add symbol, which is used to separate username from domain name. And what is domain name? Whichever company is providing us email service, that company names, and .com. It is not compulsory that it should be .com only. In multiple case you can see .in. .com means commercial, .in means India. Then next thing is you may see org. Org stand for organization. Okay, and edu stand for education. So IN in India, org organization, edu education. Any doubt? If anyone is having any doubt related to any topic or point, you can ping down in comments. Okay, so clear till now? As here you can see gmail.com, yahoo.com, rediffmail.com, outlook, hotmail, multiple there. Now creating an email account, how we can create a email account, this is a main thing. So simply we will use Safari, previous one, Google, simply we can write Gmail. Okay, now I will show you a shortcut also. Now whenever we open Gmail, okay, here you can see Gmail option, you can simply click here also. Okay, if you are using Gmail search engine, this is the one thing. First I will show you this. Simply click on Gmail and here you can see create an account. While creating an account, there are two ways. For what purpose you are using, for personal use or for my work or business. Means if I am owning any company or firm, I want to create an email ID related to that, I will use for personal use, so I will use for personal use. Okay, and like this display you will appear. First thing, this was the shortcut. I will show a lengthy one also. Google, then you will write Gmail. Okay, here you can see Gmail, new account, sign up, anything, or simply we will write Gmail. Okay, then here you can see, click on the Gmail one more time, first link, and now like this it will appear. It is a lengthy one, but you should know about both ways, so we will click on personal use. Okay, now here you can see I need to provide first information. What I will do first name means my name. Okay, Rohit. Now last name in there you can see it is in bracket optional. Optional means if you want to provide your last name you can provide, otherwise if you don't provide still okay. Okay, so I will click, still I will provide. For further on creating email ID it will be easy. Then month I will click random. Okay, a random year, gender male. Okay, then next. Now here you can see they are providing me a random username, umbre rohit820@gmail or rumbre166@gmail. So if I want to use any one of this I will click, otherwise I can create my own. Okay, now here you can see you can use letters, numbers and periods. Periods means dot. Okay, I will show you that also. For example, I am using, as I told you, username is always in small, but if we write capital, what will happen? It will automatically convert that capital case into small case. Okay, for example you can see Rohit. Now afterwards I am using a, for example, and. Okay, and umbre. So will it allow me to create this email ID? No, it will hit a error. Okay, here you can see, sorry, only letters A to Z. Okay, here specifically they had mentioned letter small a to small z, not capital also, numbers 0 to 9 and periods dot. I cannot use and. Okay, now here I will use dot. Okay, now will it allow me if no one had taken this one also, that username is taken, try another. Why it is showing taken, why it is not providing the same username? As we had learned that username should be unique only if anyone had taken this rohit.umre. Now second person cannot take the same username, it should be different from the previous one, means it is unique. Okay, now for example I will use 567. Okay, I will add numbers. Now is it promoting? Yes, it is giving me permission, but when I go back, that starting capital R will be converted into small. You can see, correct, it was capital. One more time I will show you. Now I will write whole Rohit in capital. Okay, Rohit dot umre 567. Now when I will hit it, you will see that this capital get automatically converted into smaller cases. Okay, now when I will come back, here you can see Rohit dot umre means, as we had learned, Username should always be in small cases. It can contain numbers and it can contain only periods. One more thing, it cannot contain space between the email address. We cannot add space like this. For example, if I want after first one space, after here Rohit.umre one space, it is not valid. It will show error. We cannot use space. Okay, if you want to give space, there is one method which is called a dash. Okay, have you seen dash? Where is dash? No, where is a dash? You can use this dash. No, you can't use here. Sorry, my mistake, my bad. Now, password. When you click open, then and then only it will show password. Otherwise, it will not show. For example, I am typing random anything. Is it showing? No. When you click on show password, then it will show. Now, same password should be downside also. One more thing. For example, I like this only. Okay. BHDA. When I will hit enter, it will say weak password. Password should be greater than 8 digit. See, use characters and more password. Means what is the length of the password should be? It should be greater than 8 digit. For example, if I write 1 2 3 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now, my bad. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now, it is a easy password, correct? So it will not allow me to select this password. It will say it is a easy one password. See, please choose a strong password. Try a mix of letter, number and symbol. So this is the basic thing, but few websites allow you to create a complex password. So according to me and according to everyone, what should be the password? See, 1 second. What should be the password? Password should always contain what should be password. Okay, minimum length should be 8 digit. Okay, it should be 8 digit. Second point, it should always contain one capital letter. Okay, one capital letter, one small letter. Okay, one special character means symbol. Which are the symbols? 1 second. Which are the symbols? Here you can see at the rate, correct? This at the rate, dollar, this slash, till, rupees, this and asterisk, brackets. These all are symbols. Okay, these are called as special character. In password we can use that. So what should be a password? Minimum 8 digit. One letter should be capital, one letter should be small letter, one should be special character. Okay, now for example, I write as Rohit star, sorry, hash and 345. Now, will it allow me to create a password or not? Yes, it will allow. Why? Because the length is greater than 8 digits. I am containing smaller letter, capital, a special symbol as well as number. So it will allow me to create password. Correct? It is waiting. Not now. Internet connection is slow. What's happening? but basically it will permit me to create an account. What it will show now, it will show QR scanner. Okay, why it will show QR scanner? Previously when we used to create email ID, they don't ask you about so much security purpose, but nowadays as you can see we are relatable or related to internet, correct? Now multiple people are doing e-scam, online scam, correct, sharing abusing message to anyone, creating email. So if there should be a responsible person for that particular account, correct? Means if anyone is misbehaving from any account, so how they can arrest that person? So they are providing a QR scanner. If you scan that QR scanner from your phone, let it be, I will create one more time, so it will be a recap also. So create account for personal use, name Rohit, and now I will not provide the last name because it is optional. Any random month, gender male. Okay, now username, it shouldn't be capital, but let it be Rohit 2568. Sorry, Rohit, a random number. Next, this is taken, so we will use periods here. Okay, it is available is this one. Okay, we will take, let it be password 7. I will create Rohit, where it's at the rate, small letter we can say 1 2 3. Okay, I will simply copy paste now. And save. So our, here you can see our password was more than 8 characters. Also it was containing small letter, capital letter, a special symbol. Now when I will scan with this phone, then the verification will get completed. If in future with the help of this account anyone or myself send any abusing message or I misuse of the email ID, so there should be a responsible person to whom police will catch. So that's why it is used for verification purposes. For example, when you create a bank account, you must link your Aadhaar card, correct? It is mandatory because in that account if anyone sent any money or from that n number of transaction happen, one should be responsible for that. For example, why? Main basic point, if I am creating email of anybody randomly, for example there is my friend, we can assume Ravi, okay, with whom I had now we are enemies. Okay, previously we were best friend, now we are enemies. I can create simply a email ID with the help of Ravi. I will simply write Ravi Sharma @ something, correct, and from that I can send any message, abusing message to anyone, and I can damage the person's character or image in the society, correct? So now is Ravi sharing that messages? No. Who is sharing? I am sharing. But whose name is coming for that? Ravi's name, correct? So if police want to now catch, correct, they can trace me with the help of this QR code, and it is limited time. Okay, after I think 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, this link will get expired. Okay, so it is a short period time. You need to open the scanner and scan the account. Okay, afterwards your account will create it. Now what are the things the email provider will provide us? It will provide us username and password. As our username was R and few digits were there, correct, and password also Rohit @678 random anything. So these are the things. Main point, always remember Never ever share your password with anyone. It is a private thing. If anyone misuse of that, it may get tracked, but for that particular period of time, you will get the blame of everything. So never ever share your password. Okay. Uh, I think that's all for this video. But when you will create this, if you want to create an email id, you can, but with your parents permission and their guidance. Okay, without parents permission no one will create an email id. If you want to practice, you can practice till here only, creating a email id, but no need to scan with the help of phone. Okay, just create for practice, so you will get to know that how you can create a username, what type of password you should give, what are the rules for that. Correct. One more time we will recap. When we create an account in a email providing company, it provides us two things, username and password. Correct. Username is also called as called as email address. Correct. There are three parts in that. First is username, means our name, then add symbol which separate username from domain name. Correct. And password. Username should be unique, it should be in small letter, we cannot use special characters, means symbol, we can only use dot, which is called as periods. And password length should be greater than how many digits? 8 digit. Password we can repeat. For example, if anyone is having, I am having a username Rohit @umre. Okay, that is unique. But if I am having two account, Rohit @umre and second one is Rohit 123 at gmail. Okay, sorry. So in that both usernames are different, but both account can have same password. Okay, password can be same, but username cannot be same. Username should be unique, password can be same. So what is the length of password? 8 digit. What we can use in password? It should be a one smaller case, one capital case, one number and one special character. Okay, by default after few minutes it get expire. Like this you can see, please try again. Okay, or after few minutes, I think after 5 minutes the link get expired, so you need to create one more time. So for today you can create your own email id, but with your parents permission. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you so much.